Alright, so depending on what I title this video, it's essentially going to be about heartbreak. And I know it's summertime, so it's not really cuffing season right now. So maybe you just had a breakup, or maybe you are going through some things, or maybe you're happily in a relationship. Whatever it is, thank you guys so much for clicking the link to watch this video. I'm not going to go into a deluxe version, so hopefully I don't ramble and go all over the place, but you guys know when I talk, I kind of drift away sometimes, so I'm going to try and keep myself in check. So I'm going to focus on post-breakup. So post-breakup, you've just been broken up with, or maybe you've been broken up with for a month or two. The biggest thing that I hate when people tell others is, like, you just need to get over that person. A breakup is like a death for some people, and because you're not that person, you cannot tell them how to feel about a breakup. It's a different story if it's 2 years, they dated for 2 weeks, and they're still tripping. Then you gotta tell them, you gotta be the good friend and kind of politely nudge them into the right directions. But I'm talking about people who have been dating people. It doesn't have to be a long time. It could be whatever length of time, and you're just kind of struggling to get yourself over that edge. So I'm here today to help you get over that edge, hopefully. So like I was saying, you've been broken up with and you're feeling really sad, but people keep telling you just to get over it and to move on, whether that's going out to the club to find a new cutie to say, hey, what's up? Or whether that's going to the bar to drown your sorrows, 21 and over only for the bar. Or whether that's you're in high school and you're dealing with a breakup and you go date his best friend. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. My personal favorite, because you guys know I am a Christian, so of course church, prayer, gospel music, all that stuff helps uplift you. But just remember, this is not to mask your emotions, it's to help you get a breakthrough. And that's why I choose more religious things. If you're not religious, do whatever you feel is comfortable, but that's why I like to do that, because I think prayer, number one, changes things. And I think listening to gospel music and other things, listening to sermons about heartbreak, love, whatever, it helps me get through it instead of masking it and being like, whatever. Because when you mask your emotions, when you mask your feelings, they're going to keep coming up like vomit, and you're going to keep not being over that person. You're going to have to see them. And if you have to see them, it's okay. I know this is cliche, but really what God has for you, it will be for you. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And that's so tough to say. That's so tough to say for me, and that's so tough to get over. And I know. So I'm not going to preach to you guys like, oh my gosh, I'm in the perfect, relationship. Breakups don't faze me. That's not true. I've had a really tough breakup, and I struggled for some time to get over that breakup, but I found myself using the tips that I'm giving you guys, and I really found myself in a good place. But that's my first tip, is just feel your feelings. The next tip simply is just figure out why you broke up, but don't analyze it. And that's hard for me to say as well, because I overanalyze. But think about why you broke up. Think about the things, like write a pro and con list and just figure it out. And I only say this because when you write that out, you're no longer analyzing 6 months later, oh my gosh, why did we break up? Oh my gosh, I'm still heartbroken, I still don't understand. It's kind of giving yourself closure. So make sure you spend time with yourself. And during that time when I experienced my breakup and I was in the phase of learning and loving myself again, I probably had the most fun, because I realized my self-worth. I realized how much I am worth and how important I am, and any man would be lucky to have me. So when I started to pick myself back up again, and I started doing more things and hanging out and just getting myself out there. Now naturally I am a little bit, if you can't tell, I'm kind of antisocial. So I'd rather just be off by myself somewhere, but I realized in order for me to feel better, I felt a lot better by replacing all that time that I spent with him, or all that time I spent talking to him, with talking to my friends. When it comes to that, again, do not rush it. I think I can't say this enough. Do not rush back into something. Do not rush in a relationship back into with that same person. Take some time, and it is okay to take some time. And if you choose to go back with that person, or once you choose to start dating again, it is okay to take your time and start slow as friends, hang out, and then build your relationship back up. So for me too, again, I know that when you experience a heartbreak, a lot of times you do get into that depression mode, and just remember, don't do the downward spiral. And if you do find yourself downward spiraling, remember to reach out to your loved ones, your friends, your family, those people who you can trust. Sometimes even just talking to a stranger can help. So all in all, I just say that to remember to make sure you're putting yourself first. Make sure you know your self-worth. Take your time, feel whatever you need to feel, and then you will slowly progress and slowly get over people. It's not a race in life to have a husband, a car, or a husband or a wife, car, kids, a huge house. It's not a race. And being on social media, now that we are exposed to so much, we think and we see what other people have, and we think that we need to be there. We think that we need to have that. But really, all it is just one image of what people have, and you don't even know if what they have is even good. Sometimes people have a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of junk. It's not stuff that you want. It comes with a lot of problems. So just remember to focus on yourself. Take your time. Remember to put yourself first. Take this time to realize and learn that you love yourself and that you are worth it. You are completely worth it, and that sometimes there's certain situations where they just don't work out. Don't overanalyze to the point where you make yourself miserable, but really learn and take that time to think about it to a point where you come to a place in your heart that you can really start to say, okay, I'm not all the way moved forward over here, but now I'm ready to talk about the steps it is for me to move forward so I'm not stuck in this place. Because when you get stuck into a certain place, it's very dangerous, especially when you're sad, lonely, feeling depressed, or something has just happened. Because when you do that, you start to downward spiral, you start to think negatively, you start doing all types of crazy stuff, all based off of emotion. And you never want to react off of your emotions. If you're feeling emotional, then you need to take a break and be by yourself, take some time to yourself, and then you start to make decisions. But when you make decisions off an emotional state, it never really ends well. So hopefully this video kind of helped you guys see where I come from when I'm dealing with heartbreak and kind of how to move forward and the mentality that it takes. But it takes a lot of prayer and a lot of time and a lot of self-reflection. And I hope this video helps anyone who has been dealing with a heartbreak or thinking about breaking up with someone or vice versa. Just remember that you owe it to yourself to love yourself and to put yourself first. And hopefully you guys like this type of video. Hopefully it made sense. I'm sorry if I rambled or if anything didn't make sense. I will be filming more videos like this every once in a while, just about life and about how to overcome certain things, more lifestyle type things. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below whether you've experienced this or what tips you can help that helps to get over a breakup, like exercising, working out, finding new hobbies. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I don't know why I'm doing that because this is a heartbreak video.